のしてあげる。いやそんなでよ、そんなのバカバカ、そんなキラキラしないで、お願いだから僕殺電子精神的だけどクロちゃん、僕殺電子精神でそんなに僕のちゃん。 Hey yo, what's up? And you can see below in the title. Uh, I will do a video about what is like 1 year approximately of Japan Refold. Honestly, I started studying Japanese a long time ago, like 4 years ago or 5, I don't know really. But why I will put there 1 year progress? Because now if I think I made Refold like more than 1 year ago, but in that moment I won't be able to do this method because I was studying and I wasn't able to just immerse in content. At first place I used Refold to study Chinese, was good. I could do another video about that time that I studied Chinese, and I could do a gameplay or something about a Chinese game. I don't know, Pokemon or something like that. Japanese, I started to study Japanese with Refold around September of 2022. At first, in the first time I didn't immerse myself so strong, you know, like 6 hours per day or something like that. Or I in the beginning I used to immerse with anime, viewing one chapter for per day. Because I was viewing Pokemon Best Wishes and Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. I don't know how it's called. And yeah, it's the most normal thing. I think that when you start with Refold, normally you will, if you will learn Japanese, you will use anime. I don't tell this before, but yeah, when I started Refold with Japanese, with Pokemon, in that moment I was able to understand Japanese, because before that I studied Japanese and used immersion, because sometimes I knew Japanese, so like I understand a lot of video half video, so that is why sometimes I used to see not Japanese video. It's not like so often, but one time per month or something like that, or per year, I don't know, in 1 week, full Japanese that week, but the rest of the year doesn't see anything in Japanese, except obviously songs like openings and that. But yeah, I used to do that, so that was easy for me to understand, for example, Pokemon in the beginning. However, I didn't even sorry if sometimes I don't talk because the English is not my mother language. It's a language that I learned with immersion, a lot of immersion, especially text immersion. So if you notice that my accent is not like an American accent or something like that, it's because I started to hear real English, around when I met Refold 1 year ago, but I do not listen English so often. However, I recently increment my English input, so I think that could be good to my accent. I don't know, or I know. I will tell you about more that. So yeah, Japanese, our Japanese. Yes, in Pokemon, I meet too that colored sentences card, and that I can create sentences card of animes if I have subtitles. So in that time I created a lot of sentence card. No, I used to create vocab cards. In that moment I used to create that vocab cards, yes, I created a lot of vocab cards with that. No, that was that was not an increment like when I did that. I didn't feel like, wow, this is increment my Japanese a lot. But yeah, I feel like that for a few moments. In Chinese, I will probably do another video with my Chinese. In Chinese, I doing the mile deck. I don't know. One deck that is there for Anki, where there is like 2,000 of words. So with that, yes, I in 1 week doing that. I didn't finish that deck, but in 1 week I felt like, wow, I can play in the final. In one of the last day that I did that, I played Pokemon in Chinese, and I thought, wow, I can play Pokemon in Chinese and I understand everything. Obviously, I didn't. I understand. I can read the Hanzi. and if you put me one kanji and there is another that I don't know, with the context I know what that kanji means. But I am not here for talk about Chinese. I am here to talk about the Japanese. So yeah, vocab cards, it's good. No, yes, it's cool. You have to know what words are doing where. It's better, I will tell you this, it's better to choose a content, more content that you like, to see content that you like, and do vocab cards for that, than see a content that you inclusive you like it but doesn't match, and you make vocab card for that. Why? I will tell you in the end of this video, because I will tell you everything of here. And yes, in the beginning I used to just see one chapter of 30 minutes per day. That is not enough to get a native level really quick. So at one moment I saw that because this is if you are doing this, you will think that you are not doing the 6 hours or 5 or 4 before. If you count that, I am now seeing how many hours I am doing with one program that is toggle track, and with that I know how many hours I do for day. And yes, that's good, because if you see that you only did 30 minutes, you will know that that day is it's so you are doing that so bad, and with that you will not get anything. You will not be able to understand Japanese, or even obviously it's all Japanese. And that's it. In the beginning I did that, no? In one day I get conscious of that. I thought to myself, okay, I have to do this, because I have a time. It's like a time attack, because I will do now. I will enter to university, so I will not be able like I can now. Okay, no, I can't, because I have to do I have to do one exam to enter to that university. But after that exam, I will be able to just study Japanese. I have there I will not have to do anything, so I have to put all my effort to just immerse in Japanese, and that everything. So I thought that before that in this now and there, when I was saying Pokemon and that, also I have that opportunity to study Japanese, to immerse myself, but I wasn't getting approach on with that about that. And then one day I get tired of this, and I say to me, okay, I will do this. I will get here seriously, and I will see all the content in Japanese. If you do that, if you get all the days in Japanese, all the videos, you will feel when you talk with another persons and that, and they tell to you about the news and that, you will feel like if you weren't in a group, like if you were alone, you are not like everybody in your country, because you are now doing that. You are now seeing stuff in Japanese and that, you are out of the news and that, or about the content that you used to see before. But doesn't worry about that. That it's something temporal, and that's it. And you get to that, you have to just immerse in Japanese. That is better to just see news of something that have that eating a potato or something like that. You don't have to care. So that's my opinions on that. And yeah, what I did, that I did that I used to I in that moment when I decided to see 6 hours per day immersed in Japanese videos and that, I in that moment I every day woke up at 8 o'clock. Here is it's so early to wake up, but I wake up so early, and then I used to see one channel in Japanese that I like, that on TV's Pokemon channel. I don't know, there is Pokemon Monday or something like that. It's a program in Japanese where you know about Pokemon. Then in the moment they announced their Pokemon X and Y, and that was cool, honestly. I usually hear about the Japanese comedy that is that we make when we eat food, in the toilet. It's like usually people in my country sing that. I don't sing that. I like the Japanese comedy and the Japanese programs. I think that are cool, are good, are funny. So yeah, I think that I am alone. I don't know if you like the Japanese comedy or the Japanese program in TV and that. Say that below. I want to know that I am not alone. But yeah, later about that, I see one video of Ojiman, and that changed my mind, because was about how to learn grammar, and that was cool, because here video talk about that you must see one YouTuber the full channel of that YouTuber like, oh my god, that I am mixing Japanese, English, and mother language. Then that you must say what is my mother language. You have to say it, or what do you think that is my mother language. Okay, I decided to do that in that moment, and I did that with seeing 6 hours approx, 4 hours normally was. I choose one YouTuber. I think that is not something I think that he says, say, but I think that if you will should do that, because I will tell that it's the best thing that you could do, because if you do that, you will not to worry about what I see the next to this video. When I was seeing Pokemon TV, I was seeing one chapter, and then when I was saying that, I was thinking every time what I can see next to this, and so often there wasn't a video that interested me, and then the immersion get to the trash, and yeah, that's it, because it's good to do that with a YouTuber, to see a YouTuber full channel. This obviously it works with any language. So if you are not studying Japanese, you are studying another language, but then you will you can do that too. I am planning to do that with Chinese. If I study one more time Chinese, I do that. And this was the best, because you have, if you will do that, you have to choose a YouTuber that when you are seeing him or she, if you are a girl, when you end your journey of doing that, in your head you are acting like him or she here, and that how is act like him. It's like copy her personality, or do slogans that he do. In Japanese, for example, is if he say no when someone is talking to him, and he to agree or say like, yes, I am hearing. He says or so, or something like that. If you in your head, it's like your brain is popping that like he says, then that's good. And that it's because if you see that YouTuber, you will get that input will enter to you so deep, because if you notice, you are obviously like being like him, and that's you will. No, I don't know if I will be able to express this now. I call, and I don't know. You are getting that right. So that's because you. That is my advice to choose a YouTuber. And after that is cool, because you will get your accent and that. When I did that, I don't know if I will put here, but I have two audios. One before did that with Pokemon, when I was seeing Pokemon and Pokemon TV and other shows and other TV shows and that. And after 2 weeks viewing all the days this YouTuber, and the result was amazing, because before that, when I hear my Japanese, like that didn't convince me. That's not sound like Japan. Obviously it's Japanese, but didn't sound like native Japanese, or something like native Japanese. But yeah, after that, I listened to me. I was obviously talking clear, talking loud, and that if you talk loud, then you will get off that. You will you will show all your brain will show all he was getting with that input, and then you will talk like apparently like a native Japanese. I don't know. After that, I think more, or I investigate more. I think more in my head, and then I noticed that uh, my Japanese improved because that was the pitch accent. And yes, I was if I say some phrase, I don't know if I obviously I will. I don't know if I will say the pitch accent good. I am also like OGs and are saying I am now learning like Japanese accent. I don't Japanese dialect, because that is like him say that if someone who doesn't know so much that dialect obviously will seem that if you spell a error or something, we seem that is because you learned that dialect and that's it. I will search some phrase and I will say with pitch accent, bad pitch accent, and something like good pitch accent. Okay. 寝るいね。まだ引っ越し、this is the good. This is the good. 悪いね。まだ引っ越しの片付け、回ってなくてさ。That is the good. And this is the bad. 悪いね。まだ引っ越しの片付け、終わってなくてさ。I don't know if that sounded bad, because I will try it again. Because when you learn that something like good, you will not be able to say that bad. 悪いねまだ引っ越しの片付け終わってなくてさ。It's not like that, like Japanese, you will hear it. And I will tell another. I like to speak in Japanese. この村にはキャンプできたらそろそろ、帰らないといけないんだけど、なんだか、名残惜しいわね。That's all like more Japanese. I don't know. You can tell me if you get immersed or if you are Japanese. You can tell me. Don't lie. I don't know how much to say about this. That's good. I notice too that it's like other person say about Japanese. I was talking to Japanese people, and if your speech it's like a Japanese, however, if there is something little, a small phrase or something, Japanese will speak with you in Japanese. I used one account where my description was in Japanese, and there with that it was an old account, and that description was all I wrote that in 2020. That's it. So or 2019 maybe around December. So you get to get now how long that is, no? What? And that's everything. I don't know what I was saying. I got it. And that's it. The YouTuber that I was seeing is Kanoiku. I don't know how to say it so good. Maybe Jackson. It's cool. That's it. I hope you will improve your Japanese too.